1,000. They're struggling near the bottom of the second division, and yesterday they had to sell defender Paul Elliott to stave off a bankruptcy threat. And in the middle of all this turmoil at the club is Alan Simonsen. It's now 3 months since he joined Charlton from Barcelona, so what's the future for him in southeast London?
Everybody knows that there are some problems, but I don't want to speak about them.
There are suggestions, for instance, that you haven't been paid so far by the club, or that they're behind with the payments. I mean, are those reports true?
What I have said, I think it is better not to speak too much about that, and then just to wait a couple of weeks to see how it's going. I just want to say that I am still satisfied to be here, and with the payment, I don't want to speak about that.
Have you not, though, become disillusioned in any way? Clearly things haven't turned out as well as you would have hoped they had at Charlton.
Of course, we could have played better, have more points, but we also could have played worse. So I think we are in the moment in the middle, and I still expected more from the team and from me personally, myself too. So I suppose that in the near future we can get better with the team.
Do you now regret in any way having come to Charlton? Clearly a lot of promises were made to you, and some of them presumably haven't been kept.
I'm still very satisfied, and I expect more from Charlton than in the moment, but I am sure that the chairman and the players and me too everybody do it better, and I expect that.
So how do you feel then now, Alan, about your future as far as Charlton are concerned? There are reports that you're perhaps considering going back to Barcelona or even to America now.
Yeah, and it don't depend on me everything. The club have to speak with Barcelona too. But from my side, I am still very glad to be here. We have now settled down in England, and especially in Chislehurst. So I expect to be here this season and the next.
So your family would be reluctant to move now?
I don't think they would like to, and I don't want too much problem for my family.
Do you think then, now that all the financial problems can be sorted out, it was even suggested that if they weren't, you wouldn't play for the club if the payments weren't forthcoming?
You know, everybody don't want to play if they will not be paid. You would not be here if you wouldn't be paid. So I think it is normally. But what I have said, I'm still satisfied and still have no problems.
So how optimistic are you then now at this stage that you will stay with Charlton and see out your contract?
From my side, 100% I will be here and to play here. But from the side of the club, I don't know.